Imagine a spice so valuable that it was used as currency, so rare that it started wars, so sought after that it drove explorers to sail across unknown oceans. This is pepper, not just a seasoning, a force that shaped the modern world. Welcome back. Today, we are not talking about salt or sugar. We are talking about pepper, the black gold that connected continents and toppled empires. Pepper comes from a climbing vine called Piper nigrum. Its berries are dried and ground into the powder we use today. But for most of human history, pepper was not on every table. It was locked away in royal treasuries. It was paid as rent. It was used to ransom kings. The pepper vine is native to India, specifically the Malabar Coast. For thousands of years, Indian traders controlled the pepper trade. They sold it to Arab merchants who carried it across the desert to the Mediterranean. By the time pepper reached Rome, its price had increased 100 times. Only the richest Romans could afford it. In the year 408, the Goths besieged Rome. They demanded 3,000 pounds of gold, silver, silk, and pepper. The Romans paid pepper was as valuable as gold. The Roman cookbook Apicius, from the 4th century, lists pepper in almost every recipe. From meats to desserts, it was the ultimate status symbol. After the fall of Rome, pepper became even more precious. Arab merchants kept the source of pepper secret for centuries. They told fantastic stories, claiming that pepper grew in forests guarded by poisonous snakes. Only fire could drive the snakes away, and that fire turned the berries black. These stories kept prices high, and European kings grew desperate. In the 15th century, Portugal led the charge. They sailed around Africa, searching for a sea route to India. In 1498, Vasco da Gama reached the Malabar Coast. He returned with a cargo of pepper worth 60 times the cost of the voyage. Pepper had opened the age of discovery. Spain followed. Christopher Columbus sailed west in search of a new route to India. He never found India. He found the Americas. Instead of pepper, he brought back chili peppers, a completely different plant, but also spicy. The world's map was being redrawn because of pepper.
The Portuguese built forts along the Indian coast. They controlled the pepper trade for nearly a century. Then the Dutch arrived, then the English. The British East India Company was founded in 1600. Its primary goal? To secure pepper and other spices. It became the most powerful corporation in history. But pepper had a hidden cost to control it. Europeans colonized India, Indonesia, and Southeast Asia. Millions of people died. Pepper was not just a spice. It was a driver of imperialism. In the 19th century, pepper farming spread to other colonies, to Malaysia, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, and Brazil. The monopoly broke, prices dropped, pepper became affordable for ordinary people. Today, Vietnam produces the most pepper, about 1/3 of the world's supply. The global pepper trade is worth over $5 billion annually. But here is the curiosity. Pepper is not just a spice, it has medicine. Piperin, the compound that gives pepper its heat, can increase the absorption of other nutrients.
It helps your body absorb turmeric, vitamin C, and even some medications. It has antibacterial properties. It can reduce inflammation, and some studies suggest it may help prevent cancer. Pepper was also used as a preservative before refrigeration. It kept meat edible in hot climates. In ancient times, pepper helped feed armies and navies. Pepper's heat comes from piperine, not capsaicin, which is what makes chili peppers hot. They are chemically different. That is why black pepper is warm, not burning. In medieval Europe, pepper was used to pay taxes, rent, and even dowries. A pound of pepper was a serious gift. For a king, a shipment of pepper was a sign of immense wealth. When the Black Death swept through Europe in the 14th century, people believed that pepper could protect them from the plague. They rubbed it on their skin. They carried it in pouches. It did not work, but the belief increased its value further. Pepper even shaped language. The word pepper comes from the Sanskrit word pipali. It entered Latin as piper, then Old English as piper. And the phrase peppercorn rent still exists in British law, meaning a very small, symbolic payment. But the story of pepper is not finished today. Scientists are studying pepper's potential to fight antibiotic-resistant bacteria. In 2023, a study showed that piperine can enhance the effectiveness of existing antibiotics. It could help us fight superbugs.
Pepper is also being used in cancer research. Some studies suggest that piperine can slow the growth of certain tumors. And because it helps the body absorb other drugs, it could be used to make chemotherapy more effective with fewer side effects. This is a spice that has been on our tables for 2,000 years, and we are still discovering its powers. So, from the Malabar Coast to the Roman banquet table, from Portuguese caravels to modern supermarkets, pepper has been a currency, a weapon, a medicine, and a symbol. It opened the oceans, it built empires, it destroyed them, and it ended up in your kitchen. The next time you shake pepper onto your food, remember, you are using a spice that changed the map of the world. A spice worth more than gold. A spice that connected humanity. If you want more stories about the hidden history of everyday ingredients, hit subscribe. Because the simplest things often have the grandest histories. I will see you in the next curiosity. Maybe about sugar or coffee. What spice or ingredient should I uncover next? Comment below.